So, have you ever wondered why your computer feels so slow, even when you know for a fact you've got tons of free storage space? Well, today, we're going to crack that mystery wide open. We're going to dive into the two different kinds of memory inside your machine, and how their partnership is the absolute key to how fast your digital life feels. Oh yeah, we've all been there, right? You just cleared out a bunch of old files, you look down and see hundreds of gigs free, but trying to open a new program feels like you're wading through molasses. So what gives? Well, it turns out the answer is pretty simple, really. Not all computer storage is created equal. To get this, let's imagine your computer is a workshop. It's a really busy place. And the first thing we're going to look at in this workshop is the workbench. This is where all the real, hands-on work gets done. Okay, so in the computer world, this workbench is what we call primary storage. You probably know it as RAM. Think of it as the actual surface where you lay out all your tools and all your materials for whatever project you're focused on right now. This isn't for long-term keeping, it's for what's happening this very second. Now, this workbench of ours, it has a few really important traits. First off, it's volatile. What does that mean? Well, just like you'd clear off your bench when you're done for the day, turning off your computer completely wipes the RAM clean. It's also blazingly fast, so your computer's processor can grab whatever it needs instantly. But, and this is a big but, all that speed, it's expensive, really expensive. And that's exactly why you have way less RAM than you have main storage. Okay, so if the workbench is just for what's happening right now, where do you keep everything else? You know, all your tools, your old projects, the instruction manuals. Well, for that, you need the warehouse. And this warehouse is your secondary storage. We're talking about your hard drive or your solid-state drive. This is what you actually mean when you say you've got a 1 terabyte computer. Yeah, this is the permanent archive for, well, everything. Your operating system, your apps, your photos, all your documents, the whole shebang. And the traits of this warehouse, they're pretty much the mirror opposite of the workbench. For starters, it's non-volatile, which is a fancy way of saying it holds onto your data even when you pull the plug. But here's the catch. It's much, much slower to access. The huge upside, though, is that it's way cheaper per gigabyte. And that's why we can afford to have these massive warehouses to store all of our digital lives. So you gotta understand, this isn't some kind of competition. It's not the fast workbench versus the big warehouse. They aren't rivals at all. In fact, they're inseparable partners. Your computer is basically useless without them working together perfectly all the time. And when you put them side by side like this, you can really see how they're total opposites, but they absolutely need each other. One is built for pure speed, the other for massive capacity. Your computer is constantly, and I mean constantly, managing the flow of information between them. And how well it does that job, that's what determines how fast your machine feels. So what does this partnership actually look like in action? Okay, let's break it down. Say you click on an app to open it. That's step 1, the request. Instantly, your computer has to go retrieve that data from the big, slow warehouse. Then it has to load all that information onto your workbench, your RAM. And it's only then, once it's sitting on that workbench, that your processor can actually work with it. Every single thing you do follows this exact path. And this brings us right back to that first question we asked. If your computer feels sluggish, it's almost always because there's a bottleneck somewhere in this partnership, this workflow. But here's the cool part. Upgrading the parts of your workshop directly makes everything feel faster and way more efficient. Let's start with the workbench, the RAM. See, having just a little bit of RAM is like having a tiny, cluttered workbench. If you try to do too many things at once, a bunch of browser tabs, your music playing, a document open, the bench just gets overwhelmed. Your computer starts desperately shuffling things back and forth to the slow warehouse, and everything grinds to a halt. But more RAM? That's a bigger workbench. Multitasking becomes smooth, easy, and efficient. And what about the warehouse? Honestly, this might be the single biggest upgrade you can make. An old-school hard disk drive, an HDD, that's like a warehouse where a guy with a clipboard has to physically run up and down the aisles to find your stuff. It takes time. A modern solid-state drive, an SSD, is like a fully automated, lightning-fast robotic warehouse. The time it takes to find that data and get it to the workbench is, well, it's practically instant. Everything from booting up your computer to opening an app just feels snappy. So here it is, the big takeaway. That slowness you feel, even with tons of free space, it isn't about the size of your warehouse. Not at all. It's all about the size of your workbench and the speed of the forklift moving things between them. A speedy SSD and plenty of RAM, that's the secret sauce. That creates the seamless partnership that makes your whole computer just feel responsive and fast. You know, this whole workbench and warehouse model has been the foundation of computing for decades. But now, new technologies are starting to blur those lines, trying to combine the crazy speed of RAM with the permanence of an SSD. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. Will the computers of the future even need two different kinds of memory? Or will they just have one single unified storage that does it all? Something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.